Hello, everybody. This is Fourk. It's been a while since I've recorded anything. We've been being entertained by Spuun's playthrough of Fallout 4, which has been fantastic. Please check it out. I will go ahead and add a link to his playlist for that. I am coming back now with recording with a game I've been looking forward to for some time. Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. Now, I am a huge Agatha Christie fan, and I'm a particular fan of the Poirot series. I've read all the books when I was younger, and I've seen the entire David Suchet series, which is fantastic. I'm familiar with the ABC Murders, but to be quite frank, it's been a while since I've read the book or seen the episode of it that David Suchet does. So I kind of forget who the actual villain is, which should be helpful. Let's see if I turn down the music a little bit here. So I'm not entirely sure what who the villain is. I mean, it'll come back to me probably. And I don't know how the gameplay is. I really haven't looked too much into this. So we're just gonna get going and start play and see where it goes. Here we go. All right. Play. Whitehaven Mansions. I know it well. I like the art style. It's crisp, very crisp.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Alright. If I remember right, there's a series of murders that have to do with the letters of the alphabet, and Andover is either the location or the name of the first person who dies. It's so weird, because well, that's how I view Poirot. It's not how I view Hastings, mainly because of the TV show. Well, who's this guy? Is that the murderer? I don't think... Some objects... Okay. They've got Poirot's little idiosyncrasies down. He's very much a sort of OCD kind of guy.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
In the TV show, the guy who plays Inspector Japp does an amazing job. Okay, so here we are. New objective, go and meet Japp. New question available, is theft the motive for the murder? Let's go ahead and check our controls here. See what we do. That's a pause button. I assume it's, yeah, click and speak type thing. What does this do? So these are our little gray cells. This is how Poirot talks about thinking, about exercising his little gray cells. So these are his questions. Is theft the motive for the crime? So if I click on that, here you're making Poirot's little gray cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Slide the clues onto the empty boxes to fill the holes. Oh, okay, I see. So eventually we'll pick up clues which will slide into these slots and make our connections. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. So that's the question we have. What is this? Your progress is saved automatically. Good to know. This is our notebook, of which we have no notes at the moment. And this is our objectives. Go meet with Jap. Okay. I have a bit of a cold, so pardon me for my voice if it's a little nuts there. So that's Hastings. We're... Okay, good. It's just a moving around like that type thing. So if I hit Hastings...
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Jap will be waiting for us.
Alright. Hastings is a guy he meets. Captain Hastings is a guy Poirot meets when he first arrives in England as a Belgian refugee back right after World War One. And I'm just sort of looking for clues, see what I can go over here. It doesn't look like much right now. And they become friends, and he's sort of his Dr. Watson, if you're going to make a comparison. Although Hastings is kind of dim. He's not exactly the brightest fellow, but he's very helpful to Poirot. Alright, let's look to Jap.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
The dialogue's a bit wooden. Okay, take advantage of the moments when the persons you are busy with in order to preserve him or her. You will obtain clues about his state of mind. So... observe. Oh, I see the glasses. Find 3 clues that agree with Hercule Poirot's remark.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Okay. Relaxed attitude. That's 1, it looks like. Slight smile. Oh, I see. It starts going green when we find one. And his hat...
Jap is in a good mood.
His hat's tipped
I
proudly.
bet he thinks he's already caught the
What
culprit.
Jap does do in the books, he sort of has this way of playing with his hat when he feels confident about something.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
That's too obvious.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Okay. So let us investigate the crime scene. What do we have? 1 clue is available. Oh, okay. So our first clue is the body was found at about 11 p.m. and no objects of value for sale in the shop. So do we move that there and move that there? Is that supposed to do something? Or do I just place... Not too sure what I'm supposed to do there. Let me see. Victim, Alice Asher. She owns it. She's killed, about 50 years old, in Andover. Okay. And inspect the crime scene. Let's go into the crime scene and we'll check out that. Is there any other clues? No, just over here.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat. Therefore, an employee might have noticed something.
Oh, that's a good point. Very good point. Let's go ahead and head inside. See whether okay. Again, it's very crisp. The only thing right now, if I had any sort of complaint, is it's a bit... The dialogue is, and the way things move are a bit, what's it called? Stiff, I guess is the right word. It doesn't quite flow. I like the look. I like the aesthetics, but... Let's look here.
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Serving particular places more closely may provide you with more clues. Okay, so... Well-ordered shelves. Magazines and papers are in order. There's another clue some... Ooh. What am I focusing on? It has me focusing on something.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Oh, nice. Okay. No signs of a struggle. It's good to note. Let's look at this. We'll look at this first. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse. Okay.
It's not just any railway guide. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
Is that okay? Is that it? I wanted to look at it more. Can I?
It's not just any railway guide.
Oh. Huh. I kind of wanted to look at that a little bit more, but okay. Anything down? Okay, let's look at this.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
Strawberries.
No. It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Right, so we probably have a witness over there to something. It's 2 of 3 clues.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
No, because that would be all the customers in the past and everything. So there's 3 clues there. Collect ego points to unlock trophies. Give you the most points. Okay. Let's go look at her first. Right. So a few things. We'll look at the body first. Oh, yeah.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle.
I would suggest that she knew her attacker.
The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Oh, what would that mean?
She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
That's a good question.
I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Was Mrs. Asher killed in... Oh, wait. Where is that? Killed on site. I would say probably yes. Pool of blood near her head. No other marks on the floor. She was killed on site.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Okay, that makes sense. 5 ego points. So, what other questions do we have? Is theft the motive for the crime? Yeah, and the body was found at 11 p.m.? No. We're missing a couple clues. I think this is definitely one of the clues. So we'll put that there. And as for this one... How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Alright. Let me see. Letter signed ABC announcing the Andover murder. There's the letter. That would definitely be one. I think that so far is the only one to explain that question. Alright, we're just going to take a quick break here, and we will be right back.